Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if I can get this thing.
Yeah. What?
So right now I'm playing with wired headphones as opposed to wireless ones that I usually use, and I want to check just how much better my performance will be in the rhythm game. Oh, well, that's one way to get it, I suppose. So let's actually check it out. Check out the rhythm game. Oh man, I shouldn't have started with that, but alright. Nice. Yeah, it's much better. It's much better now. Damn, it's good stuff. As expected, to be fair, but damn, that's the big. Let's get the chest here. I expected an improvement, but damn, considering the pretty large window for the nodes, the delay doesn't really like make as much difference as it could, but it sure does make a
Ride
difference.
on wind and cloud alike.
Yeah.
Come on, we can do it.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, well, there are some commissions here, so let's do those, shall we? And then go to the quests and stuff.
Swift and merciful.
That
Spirit blade. Attack.
holy shit.
One with my blade. Spirit blade. Attack. Spirit blade. Attack.
Holy shit. The rain really helps. Well, that one got bloody
whence you
polarized. Holy shit. Just crumbled down. Yeah, the rain really helps with the ice reaction, because everyone's wet, and, you know, everyone's frozen as a result. Have I done this domain before? Because it has Prima Gems as a reward, which means, yeah, I haven't done it before. Okay. Because that's Prima Gems are usually first completion reward. Let's try it anyway, just to see how I do. Electro is recommended for this, but let's see if I can do without it. Oh wow.
No one escapes my sight.
The scourge of evil.
Oh wow.
Remains.
Fucking dead, bro. What the fuck? Oh yeah, that's quite challenging. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that one. No. Holy shit. Combat talent stuff. Yeah, combat talents do need to be leveled up, don't they? Holy crap. I get destroyed. Dudes, I get freaking wrecked. Let's actually go to the statue and get restored, and maybe donate the oculi. Right, I don't have any of those. I'm thinking of tackling the abyss right about now, actually. Oh, come on. What is it? Wait, am I... Where's the abyss? Oh, no, right. Derp. I wanna try out Spiral Abyss because I have leveled up. And also, let's see if I can, like, what I can level up and what I can ascend and all that. Here, for example, well, I can probably... Too much leveling here, to be fair. Let's try this one, perhaps, you know. And just this composition, I guess. Right, there's also the second half thing. Which is a bit of a pisser because, man, having 2 parties leveled up for this, it's just... It's a lot, man, it's a lot. You know? I think physical damage might help Chongyun, actually. Because he deals a lot of it already, you know?
Disappear! From whence you came!
Yeah, let's attack them with the freaking... with the ice shit. Epic.
Forth, my blade!
What? Man. If I can click on it fast enough, I might as well just use the keyboard to switch to her and then press the Q to do a skill. The problem with jungling in my case is that her weapon isn't very strong, you know? So she's useful only when her skills are ready and all that, so that's a shame. Like, when her ultimate is ready, that's great. I mean, she's great, but otherwise her weapon is just too weak, man. Yeah.
Disappear!
Oh man.
Boba, get the...
I should stop using the E in Chongyun, to be honest. So that I don't turn my damage into ice damage.
A touch of
Though
frost.
in this case, in the case of Hilichurls, I mean, obviously, E is useful, so that's good.
Submit for judgment.
You're toast!
There we go. Well, I'm getting dead. Yep. Oh, fuck off, Windows! What are you doing? Oh my god. The fucking
A touch of
Windows.
frost. Spirit blade.
And it's shitty ass fucking thing. Keep thing. No, I can't do this. Why am I trying? Okay. Let me disable that shit entirely. Didn't I fucking disable it? Okay, allow shortcut shit. I disabled sticky keys, but didn't disable the shortcut. What a stupid fucking thing. I swear. What a stupid fucking thing to be enabled by default. To be more precise, you know? It's fine otherwise, I'm sure, but... just having it enabled by default is so annoying. Okay, abandon this. I do wanna... perhaps try 3-starring the first chamber here. Okay. I mean... yeah, I suppose this will do. I'm gonna try out the Wonderland again today
Spirit
as
blade.
well.
Attack!
See what I can, how far I can get there, if I can beat it. That would be nice too.
Race you eat this!
Forth, my blade. Spirit blade. Attack! Fourth, my blade. With the wind! Fourth, my blade.
Okay, so 3 minutes is the
Submit
limit.
for judgment.
Kinda thought I'll be able to get there, to be honest. Yeah. Most likely not.
Spirit blade. Attack! Fourth, my blade.
Fucking freezers. Oh my god, the fucking bots. Oh, I got 3 bots in chat now. Nice, epic. That's a good record. Right there.
Wind blade. Disappear.
You're toast!
Submit for judgment. One with my blade.
I do like how you can apparently wish here. That's that's great. You can wish in a domain. You know, you can't like eat shit and all that, but you
This
can't
spells the
eat
end
and you can't
of the
like
exorcist.
do much other stuff. But you can wish. That's epic.
Ready, steady, go! Go!
Yeah. 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 Wind blade.
The right hand into the fire! Race
Man, without
Boba, get them!
without Emperor, I can't really do much here because I don't have. Like, I can only deal fire damage with her skills, and not with the actual like main attack, which is arrows. Stop.
With the wind. Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't work. Okay, let me take care of the bots. This is crap. Ban. 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 Okay, let's go to the Wonderland. No, you know what? Let's do the co-op quest. Actually, let's do that fast.
Come
License
on, put
to
your skills to the
count.
test.
Do I have that? I don't think I have. Oh, there is. Right. Let's do this. Mint. Oh, that's a. I thought it was a whopper flower. It's a fire flower. Flaming flower.
What? A touch of frost.
Huh. So there's some electric stuff here. Okay. Let's activate that, shall we?
Great, you're here. Did you have a good read-through of the gliding manual?
Oh, that's
Got all
quiet.
the rules down?
That's quite quiet. I didn't actually read it.
Sounds like it was a real drag. I would know. I've been there.
I think never mind. I think my headphones are acting up. Actually, the headphone jack on the, as I mentioned before, is a bit shit, and seems to be acting up now. Yeah. I fucking hate that crap, you know. Yeah, whatever for now, seriously.
Ugh, the gliding manual is super dry. I couldn't get into it at all. Don't tell Jean, though.
God.
Really?
There you go.
Paimon thought there were some pretty cool stories in the gliding manual.
So basically, the way the jack acts up is that it essentially cuts certain frequencies, and that's why I thought Amber's voice was quiet, because it just cut off her voice's frequencies, and you know, while the music's frequencies were fine, or more fine, let's just say they were still cut off, but they were like there were more of them basically, and they were louder, and yeah, but that was just the headphone jack on the headphones acting up.
cool stories? Oh, you must mean the example cases in the appendix. Some of them I like. My favorite one is about the illegal Animo Slime takeoff. Apparently, if you pop an Animo Slime and take off in the burst of wind, it shoots you up really, really high. I really want to try it.
No, not that story. Paimon meant the one with the little bird who wanted to learn to fly.
What? Let me take a look. Oh, shoot. This is the storybook I used to read as a kid. Oops, sorry. I put both books in the same pile and must have grabbed the wrong one when I was leaving.
How in the heck do you confuse a bedtime story with an instruction manual?
This is so embarrassing. It's because, maybe deep down inside, that fairy tale is the thing that truly taught me how to glide. What you lacked was not wind. It's courage that's allowed you to become the first flying birds of this world. Reading that gave me the courage to glide, to become an outrider, and to become the gliding champion of Mondstadt. But anyway, let's get back to the exam. Don't be nervous. Just glide like you're used to. Okay then, you just need to follow the marked route to the finish.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go. Oh. I thought I'm gonna like fly over those rings there. Nice.
You nailed it! But it's no surprise, given the way you handle your glider in a storm. The next part of the exam is in Mondstadt. See you there. Don't keep me waiting.
Alrighty then, you heard her. Back to the city. Let's not keep her waiting.
Right, so now it switches the requirement to one-stat glider, I see. Because I was like, I did complete that specific quest, you know, and it still didn't let me go co-op. Do co-op. Fucking god, the goddamn Google Assistant activating randomly is so annoying. It's too sensitive to things, man. Oh.
I can do this. I know I can.
This here's Windbloom Festival.
Notes of some kind. 3 great tricks of writing a love poem. Do writing a love poem. Take a deep breath, think about all the lovely moments and savor the feelings you had during those times. Good music can awaken your artistic sense, and that is key to writing love poetry. Finish it all in one go, never give up when you're only half done. Once you let that inspiration slip away, it's gone for good.
Hey, here! Over here! I'm all set up. Let's carry on with the exam. Same deal as before. Glide through the markers and get to the finish without stopping in the middle.
I'm ready. Whoa. Nice.
Seems like you've got the hang of wind gliding now. Let's do the final stage.
Easy! You've flown this way before anyway!
Once you've passed this final stage, you'll finally be able to get your very own gliding license. Just keep thinking about that license. Ready?
Go. That second route was a bit more intricate, a bit more tight compared to the first one, and compared to this one as well, it seems.
Windborne traveler, you are required to land at once by the order of the Knights of
shit.
Favonius. I am Otto of the Knights of Favonius.
What's going on?
Please, show me your gliding license.
My gliding license is
It is against the law to glide without a license. I am arresting you under Section 7, Article 12 of the Mondstadt Penal Code. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will forever carry on the wind.
Wait, I'm an instructor. This is a gliding exam.
Oh, I see. Well, you picked a bad time to hold your gliding exam.
Really? Why?
The Knights of Favonius received a report from a sister at the cathedral claiming she saw Raptor gliding around these parts. I thought your student here must have been his partner in crime.
a raptor, though. How would I be Raptor's partner in crime? Give me a moment. Just gonna check on something real quick. Right. But for real though, that's gonna be.
Raptor? Who's that?
A known criminal in Mondstadt. He always uses a wind glider to commit his crimes, so people started calling him Raptor.
Ah, I see. So it's a person named Raptor. I thought it was an actual like raptor.
Wow, he flies fast then.
So far, we haven't managed to catch him. Our plan this time was to draw him into the cathedral with a precious artifact and ambush him inside. But he escaped with the artifact. Fortunately, one of the sisters put some secret markings on the artifact using elemental magic. But he was too fast, and we couldn't even keep up with the trail the markings left behind.
Well, if you need help chasing down a gliding criminal, I'm the one for the job. So tell me, which way did he go?
As far as I know, he was last seen near Springvale. But that was some time ago.
Leave it to me. With us chasing him down together, he doesn't stand a chance.
So I passed?
Once we've got this raptor guy, we'll pick up where we left off.
But that was the final stage though. What do you mean pick up where we left off?
But no need to worry. I'll be sure to have a word with Jean.
If we find any traces of the Windblooms in Storm Terror's lair this time.
Ah man, I wanted to jump first. But alas. Will I actually... Yeah, I'll probably reach the shore, no problem.
Vale. There must be some clues about Raptor around here. The sister from the cathedral put some secret animal markings on the artifact he took.
Use your elemental sight and keep your eyes peeled for clues. Ooh, hey, what do you think this is?
It looks like a broken tree branch.
Oh, Paimon knows. It's from a frame of a wind glider. Therefore,
There are no elemental traces on it. It looks like it's just a plain old tree branch.
how do we know if this was left by Raptor or an Animo slime?
Animo slimes are airborne creatures. They don't leave marks on the ground unless someone stomped on one to take off.
How do we know if this was left by Raptor or an Animo slime?
What?
Either way, let's make a mental note of these markings. They're very clear.
Oh man, they mixed up the dialogue there, the voiceover.
A strip of cloth with Animo markings on it. Looking at the design and the way it's woven, there's a good chance it came from a wind glider.
Wow, Outriders have to be textile experts now? It's a harder job than Paimon thought.
If this really belongs to Raptor, it must mean his wind glider is broken. It appears that the elemental markings point this way.
Huh. Well, do you think he ran off ahead?
There's only one way to find out. Come on, we should keep following the markings.
Ooh, what's that? Looks like something's going on up ahead.
It sounds like there's a battle going on. Could that be Raptor? Quick, let's keep going.
Yeah. There is indeed. Well, there really isn't much of a battle, to be honest. But yeah.
Thank goodness, the Knights of Favonius have arrived. The hilly trolls won't dare pursue me any longer.
What happened?
I can't believe it, but the hilly trolls attacked our carts. Luckily, I outran them.
Hilly Churls? But I thought the Knights of Favonius had cleared out most of the Hilly Churl camps around these parts.
It's a small camp not too far from the village. The route I take on my delivery runs ensures I steer clear of it. But today, some crazy fellow suddenly fell out of the sky and landed right in the camp.
Now, who does that remind me of?
Oh, it really riled them up. They chased the funny-looking fellow as he fled, which brought them out into the open. I managed to get away, but they smashed my fruit carts to smithereens. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do when the merchant caravan gets here tomorrow.
Funny looking. In what way?
Oh, he was holding on to something. Must have been heavy because he couldn't glide in a straight line to save his life. Maybe that's why he fell. Honestly, people like that shouldn't be allowed in the skies. It doesn't take a genius to know you're not supposed to carry heavy objects while gliding. I'm gonna report that idiot and make sure he gets his license revoked.
Heavy object? The artifact? This could well be our guy. Tell me, did you see which way he went?
I managed to catch a glimpse as I ran from the hilly churls. I think he went that way.
Seems like a strong lead. On with the chase. Oh, and don't worry. As soon as I get back, I'll tell the knights to mop up the rest of the hilly churls as soon as possible.
It's quite a lot of stuff. So let's cook some things, shall we? For example, the fried eggs here. Nice. Flaming red bolognese. That one might be quite useful actually because it's like constant regeneration type thing. Let's see what kind of special dish Lisa can make. Mysterious bolognese. Nice. Lisa's specialty. With an inexplicable aura, this bolognese is so exotic that you can never have enough. Did she actually enchant it with some kind of magic? Star Chef achievement. Nice. Delicious flaming red bolognese. Bolognese covered with a meat sauce. The beautiful, authentic flavors take you on a culinary adventure from the first bite to the last. And that's the normal flaming red bolognese. Bolognese covered with a beet sauce. The meaty, herby aroma really gets your appetite going. Herby. That's a good word, herby. That's a big burger. That's a big ass burger. The character doesn't seem to change anymore between the cooking sessions, which is nice. So it seems that the delicious variants are essentially the best possible variants because there's like a range of stats food can have, and the delicious variants are essentially the uppest, the you know the highest range, like they have the highest stats in that range. It seems. Nice. Let's make them on-stat hash browns. No, the characters do seem to reset, actually. That's a pizza. Okay, well, let's use Barbara for this one. Nice, got some bonus products there. and let's cook this now. Just wanna have as many restorative food as possible, you know. Though I should really pay more attention to the non-restorative ones, to the buff foods, but you know.
Forth, my blade.
Oh wow, they got destroyed. Holy shit.
Spirit blade.
Apart from the hilly churls, there's a bunch of funny-looking people, too.
Judging from the type of wind gliders they've got, I'd say this lot is with Raptor.
But if that's the case, what are they hanging around here for?
I wonder... Well, this measly bunch can't slow us down, that's for sure.
Huh. Look where we are.
There are no more elemental markings ahead.
The elemental power on the artifact must have worn off. Raptor must have realized the markings would give away his position and sent his minions to slow us down. That way, when the effect wears off, he can make his escape. He won't get away with this. After him! But we also haven't found the artifact, which means Raptor still has it on him.
Raptor's hideout. Raptor is lurking somewhere deep inside this temple. You cannot let him escape again. Use what you've learned about gliding to take him down. So there must be some kind of gliding challenge in there. Possibly with lasers as well.
There's only one way over there. Raptor must be up ahead. However, it looks like the only way we can catch up is if we glide.
But there's a ton of enemies below. They'll definitely attack us after we take off.
If we're gonna do this, we'll have to glide and defeat them in one fell swoop. You still had one stage to go in your exam, right?
No, I don't think I did, actually. Wasn't that the final stage that I just did?
Yeah, but what's that got to do with anything?
How about we make this the third and final stage of your gliding exam?
Are you sure that's how the exam is supposed to go?
It's a custom version of the exam, designed by yours truly.
Of course. Of course, a custom version of the exam. That sounds legit.
Besides, the normal version of the exam wouldn't be fit for the hero of Mondstadt himself. So, what do you say?
Watch me nail this exam.
Good answer! Prepare for takeoff. Raptor awaits you once you defeat all these enemies. Then that gliding license is yours.
And how am I supposed to defeat them in one fell swoop, as they say? Use the nearby wind currents to keep yourself afloat while evading enemy attacks. While gliding, you can drop bombs, defeat the opponents, or the opponents this way. See. Huh. That's how then. No, what the fuck? God damn it. Well, I guess no one fell swoop then. That one survived somehow. Oh, okay. Let's try to... Man, I mean, the way it's like looking down is not very comfortable when it comes to going through those rings there. Whoa. Whoa, what the fuck is going on there? Damn. Those barrel explosions look really nice. Oh, that one survived again.
Nice! You breezed through it. You're a natural. I knew you'd be fine. All that's left now is to grab ourselves a raptor. Let's
Whoa.
go!
I like who just teleports me there. It's a big potato, you know. Got him. I thought I can shoot over that and into the crates and stuff.
Wind blade.
Can I break this wall, perhaps? Yep. Destroy the power source. Ah, yeah, true. Oh, just dropped him. Yeet. Ah, damn it. I didn't yeet it over the edge there. God damn it. It's a shame. Nice. There we go. That's more like it. Man, when that happens, it's really fun. Let me just like vibrate for a bit there, yeah.
It looks like there's no way across. Ugh, he must be around here somewhere.
Amber! Over there!
If you insist on chasing me, so be it. Huh? Who brought the little girl?
You must be Raptor. You can't escape.
I don't need to escape. There's no way you can make it over here.
Oh, it is pretty high. And quite far.
Oh, little girl, why don't you run along home now and let your leader deal with this? Don't worry, I promise that once the Grandmaster gets here, I'll surrender immediately.
Hey, watch it! You're talking to a Knights of Favonius outrider. You'll be sorry when I arrest you.
Deep breaths, Amber.
You're right. Ugh, he's right there in front of us. If only we could glide across.
So how did he get across?
Some sort of mechanism?
I don't see a mechanism, and I have good eyesight. Besides, there's nowhere on the cliff that you could build one.
Bye-bye, kiddo.
Oh no! He's getting away!
Ugh, we can't hesitate any longer. The only way to get across is to glide there.
But...
Don't worry, I'm the gliding champion of Mondstadt, remember? If Raptor can do it, I can do it too.
Oi, Outrider! You have less chance of surviving this than jumping off the Animo God statue in Mondstadt without your wind glider. Haha!
This will take some serious guts, but it's not completely impossible.
Paimon sees your point. If you rule out everything that's completely impossible, gliding is the only idea left.
Remember that book I lent you? The one I thought was the gliding manual, but wasn't? The first birds couldn't fly. Flight was their reward for their courage to plunge into the canyon. Be my witness. Raptor says I'll never make it. But if you listen carefully...
Wait! Stop! You'll never make it! Come on, off you go now. Back home like a good little girl.
Raptor says I'll never make it. But
Oh
if
man,
you listen carefully...
they fucked up the voice over here as well. Come on. Нихуя. Also, I mean, Raptor is just standing there. I could just cap his ass with Amber, who is also standing there. I suppose. Well, Amber could cap his ass with a bow, and there you go.
The wind says I will make it, and that's good enough for me.
Amber! No! You're gonna fall! You're gonna fall! It's a wind current! She's gliding! Amber's gliding!
You're crazy, kid! You must have known about the wind current. There's no way you would have jumped otherwise.
The wind takes care of those who have courage. Now sit still and await your arrest, like a good little boy.
Oh, there you go. Wow, that miss was weird.
I'll have my revenge, eventually.
We're open. Done.
God damn it.
Swift and merciful. Spirit Blade, attack!
All right, I got him. I only noticed the wind current from in the air, and it's the only one. It would be suicide to try and escape in the direction Raptor was going. In other words, the only way Raptor could have gotten out would be this way, past us.
Aha! So he was just trying to fool us by acting smug, in the hope that we would just give up and leave. Little did he know, we're not so easily fooled.
It was all thanks to your sharp thinking. Just like a wise man once said, once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. At the end of the day, gliding is 7 parts technique, 3 parts instinct, and then 90 parts courage.
What you did now looked more like 99 parts courage.
It was just like in my first gliding exam. I was super nervous, but in the end, there was nothing to be afraid of, and I passed no problem. I kinda missed that nervous rush in the exams I've done since then. It just wasn't the same.
Sorry. Paimon thought you said you passed no problem. What do you mean exams since then?
Well, you see, the thing is, Mondstadt is all no glide zone this, no landing zone that. Every time I get my license, it keeps getting revoked. I must have taken the exam about 15 times altogether.
Hello there, Soul Slayer. What's up?
But I always pass the first time. I guess my little gliding manual ain't so bad after all.
Let's go and get a copy of the real gliding manual from Acting Grandmaster Jean sometime.
Sounds good.
I'll head off first because I need to escort Raptor back to the city. Once you're back in the city, don't forget to come find me at the cathedral. I'll issue your gliding license there.
Well, yeah, I haven't done rerolls, so I'm new, I suppose.
She just can't sit still, can she? Guess that's why she's the Outrider. When this is all done and dusted, let's head to the cathedral in Mondstadt. Getting this gliding license has turned into quite the adventure.
Yeah, cheers, Soul Slayer. Cook 20 dishes. So I got the Star Chef Master 10 recipe. Achievement. I think I got the chest on the top of the church roof, but I don't remember. I might have got. I mean, there are quite a few chests around Mondstadt. There was also, in fact, a chest on top of the building when I was doing this gliding exam quest, so there was one. Ember was standing nearby. You mean the roof of this cathedral, right? Okay, can I climb it here? Okay, so I can climb, but I cannot stand there. Okay. I'll climb slowly then, to preserve stamina. Let me just restore it though, real quick. Though actually I can stand on the lower parts, so there's that. Oh. Is it like on top somewhere? Because the roof is here as well. I don't see a chest here. I assume it's on the top there, right? On one of the towers. Yeah, the pillars. Okay, cool. So those ones, yeah? Oh yeah, I see it. Nice. No, I haven't gotten this one. Thanks for the tip. This is a very nice chest indeed. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Right, that was like a bell tower. It wasn't really a pillar, was it? So, okay, let me climb up there a bit. Yeah. Take the left side, okay. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going way too fast there. Need to chill. Nice. So on one of those? I don't know where the chest could be on one of those, you know? Oh, on the plaza, I see. Well, there's one in the church you know about now. The plaza, you mean around the statue here, right? Oh, there's a challenge here. Oh, that's actually not a challenge, that's the waypoint. I'll activate that real quick while I'm at it. Okay, give me a moment with a waypoint here. Maybe there are some chests here too, actually. Oh, oh, oh. Stand up on top of the barrier. You mean this thing, right? The one that's around the statue, I mean? It's like a waypoint. Let's see. Oh, I think the challenge pop, yeah, I do remember that one. That's the gliding challenge where, you know, there are a bunch of rings, right, and you go through them. I've done that one. I've done that, actually, like, earlier. Well, not earlier, like, when I... sometime after I started playing this game, I've found that. Not gliding, okay, okay. Because there was a gliding challenge as well, too, actually. Okay, so this is the barrier you mean, right? Okay, so left side, so this one, okay. To the left from the church, from the cathedral. Oh. Yeah. Okay, let me climb that. Okay, that's not the barrier you mean. Which barrier are you referring to then? I mean, there is like... I don't really know which barrier you mean. Because I mean that's like kind of like the closest thing so far. I mean here you mean? You mean this? Yeah, you probably mean this one, right? Oh. Damn. On the same level of the statue. Well, yeah, this one, I suppose. Start from the first left side, okay. Or actually also there's this grass barrier as well, the green barrier. Whatever they're called, they have a name, specific name, but... Yeah. So perhaps you're referring to this one that I can walk through. Or is it specifically this? Okay, so it's specifically this. Okay, cool. Alright. So I think I need to like not fall off, right? And well, goddamn the... Oh man, there was a bit of a stutter just now. It kinda threw me off a bit. It's like a hidden puzzle type thing, yeah? Quite like those. That was the gliding one as well. There's like a hidden gliding challenge. Oh, well. Should have ring pop up. Well, if it's a gliding ring, then I have done it. Because the ring... Well, yeah. I am indeed in the process of the mission. Right, so I suppose the gliding challenge or the ring thing might have indeed popped up before. Is that correct? I'm on European server. I'm doing this mission to enable co-op so I can tackle the peculiar wonderland with people, because I can't do it alone. I can barely do it alone. I've beaten it only once.
Congratulations! Here is your gliding license. You're officially legal now. Yay! I'm not surprised though. You are a natural after all.
Yeah, it was easy.
Oh, and I'll sign you up for the next wind gliding championship.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, Soul Slayer. Don't worry about it. I appreciate your help with the hidden challenge.
I glide so fast that no one can keep up. It's just me up there, on my own, gliding around. It's kinda boring.
You won't stand a chance of winning if you sign me up.
Oh, fighting talk. It seems you have no idea how terrifying the championship really is.
Well, I've done the event challenges, so perhaps I have some idea.
Well, until I kick your butt in the championship, I wish you a happy, liberating, and above all, law-abiding gliding experience.
Because I found the gliding challenges and the event gliding challenges rather challenging, so you know, kind of prepared there a bit. Prepared for a challenge.
Make sure you obey the rules. Whatever you do, don't get your license revoked.
Oh, brother. If you ask me, that's a bit rich coming from Amber.
So I can't do the co-op still. Interesting. I thought that was enough for it. Give me a moment, just gonna turn on the lights real quick. Okay.
As long as you believe, then wind blooms are real.
Got some talent level up stuff. Let's actually do that real quick. Now let's do it for Chongyun first. Oh man, I have no damaged masks. Alright. What about this? Oh man, it all requires the masks, man. God damn it. I'm pretty much I'm short. Well, that was really zoomed in. So what do you need to cope now? Third
What
experiment.
should I get to take back to Lily?
Is that the experiment of yeah, that's Albedo's experiment, right? Actually, I do wonder just how many quests are left for for the co-op availability. Could perhaps somebody tell me? So give me a sec. Just gonna do something real quick. Real quick. Oh my god, the freaking VODs on Twitch, the names of the VODs are all over the place because of the me forgetting to change the goddamn stream name. Jeez, I really wish there was an automatic function for that, you know? Twitch is like, man, it's a bit crap in their priorities sometimes, to be honest. Give me a sec. Sorry, got a bit distracted. Okay. Let's do this Dell Battle Quest. He's right there.
Come on, we can do it.
Man, they were just chilling there. And I just freaking wrecked them. Perhaps they were guarding the chest, to be fair.
With the wind!
Okay, let's try to get somewhere where the frostbite, or eternal frost, or whatever it's called, won't get me. Oh man. There we go. Okay, this seems good. Let's kill this one now.
No one escapes my sights.
One with my blade.
Wow, that's like
Submit for judgment.
not much damage, but it's enough to break its shield, I suppose. Oh yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Fourth, my blade.
Yeah, this thing is stanky, holy shit. Oh, you keep staggering it.
Fourth, my blade. Submit for judgment.
Where's the freaking camp? Oh, here it is. I mean, I wonder if I can just lead it there, so I can...
With the wind!
just get this effect off there, you know?
Let the show begin.
A touch of frost.
No escape.
Let the show begin.
Oh, there you go. That's a lot of damage. Oh,
La 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 la.
Swift and merciful. Spirit blade.
No one escapes my sights.
come on, can I get the fire? Oh yeah. There we go.
A touch of frost.
That was a bad idea.
Submit for judgment. One with my blade. From whence you came. One with my blade.
Nice. That was quite a fight, that one. Nice. Little ferret. Okay, how do I even get to Elbet? I don't remember anymore. Can you just like climb up or something?
I'll protect us.
I suppose I could indeed just climb up. Might as well.
You want us to jump? From up here?
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is.
We'd better have a better method then.
Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us. Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research.
That's my kind of experiment.
Then if you would, please, I eagerly await the results.
Wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing emotional
Oof.
support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
Just got freaking
No.
shit on.
Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Well.
Oh. Forget Paimon said anything.
Whoa. Is that supposed to be like a wall? Yes. Oh wow, that frost is really getting to me in the water. Holy shit. Nice.
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. But anyway, if it turns out that the natural laws of Tevat do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to. If the natural laws of Tevat do affect you, Then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects.
Well, I mean, I can fucking die from freezing, so I suppose the natural laws of Tivat do indeed affect me.
The innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights, it would be something to savor again and again.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting.
What else have you researched this thoroughly?
I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. I hope you won't be offended. Gold, petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but such feelings are inevitably fleeting in nature. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite. As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, the feeling of enlightenment is lost. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a sunsetia or a sweet flower. They cease to be noteworthy.
But wait, isn't like... What do you mean the feeling of enlightenment vanishes? It's like, isn't it understanding things the enlightenment? And then you like progress with that understanding and you're like, what? Isn't it the opposite?
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly turtles? Because you got to see something new and interesting in the differences between them?
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring, not worth closer inspection. There is precious little about them that serves to pique my curiosity now.
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be, like, boring to you? Like some basic draft of a sketch?
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime. Now, before we head back to the campsite, there's one more experiment. Intelligence. Follow me. There are some other ruins nearby.
The intelligence test. Well, let's see how that one works, how that one goes. Because I'm not very good at puzzles, you know? Okay, let's climb up and maybe glide to the place. I think that might be a good way to do things. There we go. Yeah. Provided I have enough stamina, which might not be the case, I should be able to glide there. And also the frosting, which I completely forgot about. Huh. Well then. I do wish there were like elixirs and dishes to combat that, you know? Maybe there are, maybe I just don't know about them, but it would be pretty good to have them, you know? Alright, cool.
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travels. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities, much as we did for the physical test.
No problem.
I'd like you to explore these ruins and return with your findings. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, you should be able to activate the mechanism in the center. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Remember that this is a test of intellect. So should you get lucky in any way, that won't be factored in as part of the test.
And why is that? What do you mean? And then besides, what kind of luck will I get during the puzzle anyway? Will have it freaking resolve itself or something?
So, let's see you in action. Start wherever you like. It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
Wait, can I direct this in some way? Or, you know, like tell it where to go basically? Well, it's just gonna... Okay, no mind. It's going on its own there. I think. I am, like, already lost. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Perhaps, stone element? Though I doubt it's gonna be the case, but let's see. Do I, like, shoot them with that, perhaps, as they activate? Nope, doesn't work. Okay, let's try the other one first, then. I see, so this
like
one...
These are a common sight in the mountains.
Yeah.
Returning
This
them to their rightful places is up to you.
requires Sealies, okay. It's the orange ones. Oh, let's say get in there. Oh.
A touch of frost. From whence you came.
Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Can I... Right, I can just change my composition right now. Nope, you can't. Fuck. We really use a fire character here, you know? The combat music is really good in Dragon Spine. Okay, so here goes the first, and the second one is somewhere here. There it is. So, cool. Yeah, that one is way easier. Can I climb this, perhaps? Maybe not. God damn it. Okay. Oh man, I could use a fire character here even more.
Don't waste my time. Submit.
But this will do, I suppose.
Forth, my grail. Submit for judgment.
Okay, so this part is done. Right. Now for this part. I mean, I can't change the direction of this thing, so... Like, if there's a sequence, then it's not gonna... I can't activate it in a certain sequence, you know? It just goes around and shit, and that's it. Also, let's change the party back to the one I had before. Maybe she'll shoot him or something. Come on. No, it's not. No, that's... Nope. Actually, wait, do I just perhaps shoot them? I can't activate them manually either, so this thing might be shown in sequence and then I just maybe shoot them in a certain sequence. Well, I think it just... Yeah, it just goes through them, what the fuck? Okay then. Like even in deactivated state it goes through them. That's strange. Maybe I use stone to activate them manually or something. Nope. It's curious that things go through them, like arrows and shit, but I can stand on them. So, there's that. The collision, the same collision rules don't apply to freaking arrows and me, in this case, and the characters. It just goes back to the... Yeah, the sequence doesn't even, like, complete anyway. As in... They go back to deactivated state before... the final one's activated, you know? Like, the first one goes back into deactivated state.
It's nothing.
Nope. One character.
One with my blade.
The solution is probably really simple and I'm just not seeing it, you know, as it happens a lot of the times.
Told you I'd win.
I kinda doubt the Screams and the God can do anything here, but... Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it does anything there. Nope. God damn it. God fucking damn it.
Get him!
I mean, maybe it's the height of them or some shit. I mean, they don't seem different in height, it's just they're kinda on a different level. Like, they stand on different levels. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Well, there you go. Something happened. I didn't even notice this thing before, huh? Okay. Do I perhaps activate both of them? I probably should indeed, like, keep all of those activated. Essentially, get them to activate... or get them to be active throughout the entire sequence, basically. Like, so they can stay active at the same time, you know? All stay active at the same time. But for that, I need multiple of those things, it seems. And that's kind of the puzzle, I suppose. But I just need to find more of them, because because those two are not enough, I think. I'm not sure, let's try different sequence here. Maybe it's a timing thing. It's probably a timing thing, actually. Yeah. Okay, so... let's... oh. Thanks for activating that one, mate. Okay, so... let's... wait for this one to go. Come on, fucking hell. I was gonna, like, activate that one while this one was in the middle, but... freaking got stuck there a little bit. But I think I got the gist of it now. I just need to, like, time it properly, I suppose. There we go.
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out.
Hey, explaining things is Paimon's job.
Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased.
Sure
We
has.
should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look. What's this?
Yeah, those are familiar patterns. I've seen them before.
To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets.
I've seen like 1 or 2 walls with those symbols on them.
There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, a true mystery. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail after our research.
Another thing for the don't understand list. Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that. It'd be nice to get some cool results for once. Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the price.
Well, yeah.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively, the little reward I can offer is too small to mention. let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
See you soon.
Paimon's kind of looking forward to seeing the results of all this brain ache. Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the campsite.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
Oh, and Rosaria is here as always.
You! You didn't leave the mountain?
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor.
What do you mean?
Taking orders from a complete stranger? Drinking anonymous potions? Participating in all kinds of strange experiments? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps, you were colluding from the beginning.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
I was just helping him with his research. Or actually, I think the other option is better. I don't think he's a bad person.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander.
Sure. Are you sure about that? Was there?
I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy.
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mondstadt.
So, what are you gonna do?
You came here to be sure? Oh, you came here to be sure. So you must have your ways of assuring yourself.
I've gotta hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
Well, they seem to be on his agenda as well.
But we don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them.
No, there are a few scattered around actually, on some walls and stuff.
But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat. Which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone! So stubborn. Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that.
Maybe she's just sensitive.
Huh. Never mind her. Let's go see Albedo.
I do want to see what's on the other side. What's on the other side here? Doesn't seem to be anything in particular here.
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back?
Not really.
Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, and it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is you're very much like a human from this world.
That's it?
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted. Have you ever considered that the world of Tevat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders?
Only the gods will know.
I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle.
I mean, I haven't really noticed anything particularly hostile from this world. The Hilichurls seem to be attacking everyone anyway, for example. So, you know.
The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects of Tevat's natural laws, it isn't even able to sprout, let alone bloom. But after I observed you, I had another idea. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
The transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, and now to fruition. Is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself?
Aww.
It was beautiful.
It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom of incomparable beauty. Life's proudest achievement.
Paimon thought, with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever, and it didn't even have any fruit.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it stays with us. Even a momentary burst is precious. A short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Yeah. Well, I haven't withered just yet.
Things feel a little heavy right now.
It won't take long, though. It won't take long for me to fucking die somewhere.
Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you.
I'll probably, heck. I'll probably just not have enough stamina for a freaking glide, and then I'll just freaking fall down and die. So, you know.
Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
That's possible.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom.
So I'm a helpful specimen?
I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your help again?
Sure. Even if you just want some company, find me anytime.
Well, glad I can count on you. I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean? Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose control, destroy Mondstadt, destroy everything, can I rely on you to stop me?
That was a very nice quest. Very nice quest line, rather. Bit of a piss if there's still no cove, though. Man, I get all the scrolls and shit, but what about the masks, dude? I'm here for the masks, you know? Or, well, here, by here I mean fighting the villagers of any kind, really. Like, did I even get any masks at all? Let's see. Because I wasn't really paying attention. Or much attention, rather. Nope, still got fuck all. Brilliant. Let's see if I can... Okay, I can't level this one up. That's a passive talent. Right, okay, so I can level him up at least. Oh. Nice, 10,000 HP. That's good stuff. Sealy quartz. So that's what those are called. Let's do the commissions now, shall we? What do I do? What do I need to do for co-op again? Oh, shit. Trails in Chanshu. Let's take a pause from those quests, shall we? Because I was hoping I'll unlock it much faster, but alas, that's not the case. It is a bit of a piss that they kind of restricted behind the quest like that. Or behind perhaps this many quests, you know. There is most likely a lore reason behind it, obviously, because, you know, accessing other worlds and stuff, but perhaps there are just too many quests, you know, maybe. Though maybe not. I'm just, like, not focusing too much on quests, you know, not focusing particularly much on quests, and therefore I do need to do more of them to unlock the goal. Forgot about that one. Okay, let's do this. Oh man, almost dead. Oh man, just short, you know.
A touch of frost. Submit for judgment.
Oh wow, that's quite the immunity there, holy shit. Pirate invasion. Oh, that's the cleaning one. I remember that one. So, is this perhaps a different kind of quest? Because I remember I've done a quest similar to this one before, and it involved cleaning and stuff. Oh, I think, yeah, that's a different one. Lotus heads, I have a bunch of those. Yeah, I have a bunch of those. Yep, got the lotus heads. Take this more and stuff. Let's see actually. Fishmonger. Yeah, let's push some fish. Super fresh fish, yes. They're all super fresh. That's good to know. Are the shrimp fresh? Come from a local aqua farm and all that? They better. Okay, let's buy like all of them. Have a bunch more anyway. Okay, let's see what the last commission is. There is. get this chest, shall we?
One with my blade. Submit for judgment. Fourth, my blade. Submit for judgment.
Ready, steady, go!
Fourth, my blade.
That was I feel good timing with that skill, perhaps.
Submit for judgment.
Well, you can just walk back and heal, you twat. Not gonna allow that. I got a mask once. Or 4 once, rather. And it's precisely 1 mask as well. Oh, someone's burning already, what? Huh.
Swift and merciful.
Oh, no mind, it's not. I thought it was burning. Also, it's just the glow of the shield.
From whence you came. Windblade. With the wind!
Ah, damn it.
A touch of frost. From whence you came.
Got him. Huh.
Swift and merciful, from whence you came. Windblade.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the adventure.
Okay. Let's get the rewards.
wanderer near Wolfenville.
Unlock the secret of Tanshu Valley. Okay, let's do that perhaps.
Heart be pure, evil be erased. Mind be purged, world be... I always forget.
There's a Joey ship nearby. Okay, I think
That last part.
I'm getting quite hungry, to be honest.
I'll receive this year.
So give me a moment. Let's see. I just don't know if I'll, if I can just take a stream break or something, or just stop it for now. Just not sure. Which one to go for?
Swift and merciful.
Anyway, give me a moment.
Liu as our Did something awful happen to these troubles?
Have you heard? Lia's Archon.
Heart be pure, evil be erased. Mind be purged, world be... I always forget that last part.
Have you heard? Lia's Archon.
Oh, Fountain.
Liu is our wishes. Did something awful happen again?
And a radish veggie soup.
I wonder how many bouquets I'll receive this year. Liu as Archon? Did something awful happen again?
Have you
Don't
heard?
want to add to
Lia's
Anthony's
Archon.
troubles.
I wonder how many bouquets I'll receive this year. Liu as Archon?
Have you heard?
Did something
Lia's
awful
Archon.
happen again?
Oh, Fountain.
Ah.
Hear my wishes. And a radish veggie soup.
Heart be pure, evil be erased. Mind be purged, world be... I always forget that last part.
Something awful happen again.
Don't want to add to Anthony's troubles. And a radish veggie soup.
Ah.
I wonder how many bouquets I'll receive this year.
Have you heard? Lia's Archon.
Liu as Archon? Did something awful happen again?
Don't want to add to Anthony's troubles.
I take my meals cold to quiet the spirit and calm my vital energies.
Okay, I'm back.
Genshin infused water with ice
Took a
is the
bit of a
most
snack,
effective.
and that should be enough for now.
I wonder how many bouquets I'll receive this year.
Have you heard?
Liu as
Lia's
Archon?
Archon.
Did something awful happen again?
And a radish veggie soup. I don't want to add to it. Just...
Oh shit. Oh, it's still on the...
No escape!
With the wind!
Come on, we can do it.
Oh, damn. That was a bad idea.
But how? From whence you came? You've only just begun.
Oh wow, that one got wrecked. More so than the other one. God damn it. Rocksteady treasure hunter. Open 200 chests in Liwa. That's a lot of chests. Ah yeah, let's fucking drown now. God damn it. I do wonder what, well... I wonder what I'm supposed to do for as part of this quest. Like, do 3 challenges? Oh yeah, I think so, yeah. There seem to be 3 kind of parts to that puzzle.
Spirit Blade! Attack!
God damn it. Oh my god. Fucking hell. That freezing shit. Well, I'm not gonna be able to defeat him in time. Okay, you know what? Let's change Amber into Xinyan or whatever her name is. Yeah, Zhangling.
I can't wait any longer!
What about her weapon then? Could enhance it some more perhaps. Hmm. Oh wow, what the fuck? She got destroyed instantly. What the hell is that supposed to be?
Spirit Blade! Attack!
Fucking hell, do I get annoyed by the goddamn freezing effect, let me tell you. The way it fucking freezes me, like, in the middle of everything, is just fucking garbage, in my opinion, to be honest.
Ready, steady, go!
One with my blade!
And there's, like, no way to counteract it, I think. Yeah, there's no way to counteract it with potions and stuff, you know? For example. Can I destroy this thing? Yeah.
Swift and merciful!
Well.
Submit for judgment!
Like, there might be a potion against, I'm not sure, but
Swift and merciful!
I don't think the elemental protection ones work against it. They just gotta reduce damage and that's it. Ah,
Windblade!
garbage. God damn, I'm so bloody tired with that shit. Yeah, whatever, honestly. Whatever, just freeze me in place, who gives a crap?
Forth, my blade! One with my blade from whence you came!
Nice and spicy! Eat this!
Ah, fucking hell.
Spirit Blade! Attack!
Okay, so did this actually contribute to the puzzle here? I wonder. No, it didn't, actually. It's this. I mean, don't I kinda need Venti for this, actually? I mean, either that or the gadget, you know, the wind gadget thing. I do have sucrose, to be fair. Let's see if she'll help.
My experiment. Absorption test.
Yeah, sucrose doesn't seem to help, actually.
Stand clear.
Yeah, her E skill is a different thing. Huh. Cavern? What? Well, I'm going out of freaking bounds now. Well, what the fuck? Wait, what? Oh. I didn't even notice this was a cavern. Huh.
A touch of frost.
Primordial Bishop.
Come on, we can do it.
Wow, level 50 that one.
Swift and merciful. Spirit blade. Attack! After all that training.
Yeah, can't change the body composition now. There you go, that's the shield. Man, that cavern thing sure was was a big derp. My part.
Maybe.
I just didn't even notice there was a cavern, man. Yeah, I'm not winning this. I'm not winning this at all. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream here. I wanna take a bit of a break. And during next stream I'll focus on perhaps unlocking co-op as well. And hopefully I'll be able to do it. I focus a lot more on exploration compared to the quests, and that's why I have so many of them needed to unlock co-op.
Exorcism uses thaumaturgy and martial arts
So,
to conquer evil.
Yeah.
There are other means to the same end,
And,
but they are not the true way.
Hopefully during next stream, I will progress in the with the co-op part, with unlocking the co-op.
Windblade!
Though I'm not sure how I'll do that, considering that I can't really reach the top of that. Of that structure there. So there's that, but maybe there's a way. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll catch you around later. Bye.